Clyde with Fearcast at fearcast.net. Monster over there. Say hi, Monster. You never talk in these. You never talk. You're just.
I'm an observer and
observe and report.
Observe and absorb.
You absorbed enough. Are you very absorbent?
Yes.
Like a diaper.
Monster and sponge.
There you go. Well, we're sitting here with Matt Devlen, and he's a filmmaker, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the films he makes. Correct? Yes.
Well, the films I first made.
First made, yeah.
Which are here.
Sent some review copies.
In Tulsa. The first two movies I made were Ozone Attack of the Redneck Mutants. Where's...
Hand us those films here.
Actually,
don't throw it. Don't throw it.
Slide across the thing.
You're terrible.
Fail.
How many people does it take to get a movie onto the camera?
Well, actually, this is not the first movie I made.
That's not.
I had nothing to do with this movie.
You got the wrong one.
Where's the other one?
Get that one out of here. Oh yeah, we're keeping it. We'll start over again.
Okay,
sure.
Let's start over.
All right. Do we have the movie? Do we have the? Where's your movies at? The ones that he gave us.
I think they're in my bag.
Oh darn. Okay.
Well, I don't need a problem.
Good job. Way to ruin the interview.
I know.
So this is Clyde with Fearcast at fearcast.net. All right. Earth Angel, Earth Angel. Okay.
Okay.
This is Clyde with Fearcast at fearcast.net. We got Monster over there, and we're sitting down with Matt Devlen.
Hey.
Tell us about some of the movies you made here in Tulsa. Is that
Well,
correct?
I'm here specifically for the first movies I made.
What's that?
Which were Ozone Attack of the Redneck Mutants.
Yes.
And Abomination, which are now on DVD, made on Super 8 over 25 years ago.
Made on Super 8.
Super 8 film.
That's
Super 8
amazing.
was a hot item back then.
Yeah.
And so they're here, making the rounds of the film festival circuit for horror and sci-fi.
As if they're new again.
They're new again. Actually, I'd kind of forgotten them and tucked them away, but there were quite a few fans out there that had created websites and Facebook accounts to bring them back. So
it's amazing.
Also, the half inches were going for about $250 on eBay.
Wow!
So
wow! That's actually
time to bring this back again.
Yeah.
That's great.
So tell us a little bit about what happens in the movie. Give us just a quick rundown. Just don't give it away. Don't give away the ending.
A lot of people get killed.
That's a good movie.
That
is seriously. I mean,
it's a lot of blood and guts. I spent a lot of the biggest part of the budget was K-Row syrup, McDonald's food coloring at the local Albertsons. So it was that was like where we spent most of our money. So the blood was being splattered everywhere.
I was at some Asian market, and my fiance tried to rush me by as fast as she could because we passed 5-gallon buckets of K-Row syrup.
Yeah.
Like, I could use it. Okay, I won't buy them. Because she knows that that's great. So you spend it all on blood and guts, basically.
That's it. Yes, and real guts actually.
Real guts. You
Wow.
Pig intestines,
yeah,
casing,
everything, lungs, pig lungs.
Can we keep him? This is great. You're my kind of filmmaker, right
Definitely,
here.
definitely.
Well, that's where my head was at back then. My head is not really back doing that kind of stuff.
But where's your head at now?
Well, I've kind of moved. I think I've moved on from those blood and guts things. But it was a really good experience, and I learned how to make movies because we had to do everything. When you look at the films, when you find the film that's out there, I know it's here somewhere.
Right. It's in there. It's back. There are like 60 people that have worked on these two movies, but actually 5 to 6 people worked on the movies because at that point we wanted to sell the movies, but we needed to make sure that when we sold them, people thought a lot of money had been spent on making them. So those are all like
they're all fake names. I
That's
have like 20 fake names in there.
You're my new best friend. I just want you to know that. This is great. I really hope so. So do you have like some sort of a website where somebody can go find out a little bit more about your movies, projects? Facebook maybe, Twitter?
I actually haven't created any accounts for those movies, but I'm working on them.
Okay, but we can find them on say Amazon.com or something maybe?
I don't think those two movies are available. They will be soon.
They will be.
There's other movies I've done that are out there and available.
Right.
If you Google Matt Devlen, you come up with the films. I think Invisible Maniac is still available.
Invisible Maniac.
Invisible Maniac.
That's
During my horror period.
Your horror period?
My red period, actually.
Your red period, yeah, that's
red
good.
period.
You had your black period and then your red period.
The red period lasted a while, but anyway.
All right, so what are you up to now? Like what is your current project? It may not be horror related, and that's quite all right. But what are you doing now aside from promoting your own movies?
Well, I do commercials, which is the bread and butter jobs of independent filmmakers.
Right.
So I work on those. And I have a couple of films developing for Europe. And I also have a PR company, and I handle kind of offbeat, kind of out-of-the-box campaigns.
So, real quick, you're as an independent filmmaker, and you started with a horror thing, and you're giving us some ideas. Spend all your money on blood and guts, and make up a bunch of fake crew. What other advice would you give somebody who's just starting out? A lot of people that listen to us, they're wanting to be filmmakers themselves, and they're just starting out. If you had a piece of advice to give them, what do you think you would give them?
Well, I think the piece of advice is just to actually do it, because there's so much talk out there wanting to do something.
Yeah.
We all want to do things in our life, whether it's make a movie or write a book or do whatever. It's just a lot of it is not it's not rocket science. It's actually doing it. It's not a lot of it's about talent. A lot of it's about people having determination to actually get it done. So it's like waking up that day and saying, what can I do that's going to get me further to making that movie? And if it's going out and saving money to get a camera, today it's much easier than it was in my day.
Exactly.
Because we can, you guys can actually shoot something on DVD, on a DV cam or whatever, and you'll have it, and you can edit it at home.
That's
so
right.
We had to actually transfer everything to, video and then cut it and then add the sound effects in, so it's not as easy as it is today.
Now things are getting a lot simpler, and I think that helps a lot of people kind of break into the idea, and they just. I think that's a good.
It's all about, but it's more about actually waking up and figuring out what you're going to do that day. Even if it's like get an egg timer, do the egg timer test, and just like get an egg timer that actually, for a hard-boiled egg, and just flip it over. And if you even work, for a 6-minute egg to start with, is more than doing nothing. So. If that's a little bit of advice, which I just came up with just now. I never used the egg.
You shouldn't have said that.
I've never used the egg timer.
That's a brilliant idea.
Advice before, but
yeah. Well, thanks for being on our show.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be in Tulsa for the first time.
You're in Tulsa for the first time.
I'm going to be yes. I'm going to be seeing your fair city on Sunday.
Okay.
I'm going to see your big, tall oil man.
Yeah. We're in the Golden Oil Driller, the world's largest freestanding statue.
Right.
It's the only other ones. I mean, Statue of Liberty, much bigger, but they have supports. This guy is not held up by anything but himself.
Yeah.
It's very big.
And the milk sign on Route 66.
Yeah, that's at 11th and something.
Gone.
The Mayo. They moved it.
The Mayo sign?
Yeah, they can't get rid of that. It would be Tulsa without that.
Well, they got rid of Starship.
Shut up. Well, they got rid of the Admiral Twin too. Thanks for pour a little lemon juice on my paper cut there. Why don't you?
The Admiral Twin will be back.
It will be. As a matter of fact, if you're in the Tulsa area and you're anywhere near Midtown Tulsa, come on out to Sci-Fi Horror Weekend. They're raffling off tickets to the thing that I can't even say right now. You're gonna miss it. To Simulations Halloween Ball, and we're actually raising money. The raffle is gonna bring back the Admiral Twin. It's an amazing venue, amazing little piece of Tulsa history right there.
Cool.
And I wish you got to see it.
North of
It burned down.
Is that the drive-in?
Yeah. the drive-in.
Oh, I heard about that.
So sorry you missed it.
Yeah.
It was the
We're
one
going
of
to
the
keep,
outsiders.
you guys come down here because you need to save the drive-in. We cannot lose our drive-ins.
Yeah. We had 2 or 3 in Tulsa, and that was the last one. It's one of something like 50 left in America at all.
Drive-ins?
Drive-ins, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This is not your interview.
Huh?
I love it out there.
Come on up. Let's
All right,
swap it out.
I'm swapping out.